Okay, now let's look at how this paper is put together. You've already learned how to do a heading in MLA format. Here's the last name of the student writer and the page number, and those continue through the paper, okay? Every page has last name and page number. Here's a title centered. In this case, she's got a title and a subtitle, but it's all centered. See that there's no difference in size, no difference in the kind of font. It's all in 12 point and it's all some kind of ordinary font. And she begins with a hook. When a cell goes off in a classroom or at a concert, we are irritated, but at least our lives are not in danger. And she is connecting us with an experience we've all had to get us interested in the topic. And then she goes on and develops that idea some more. And then at the end of this first paragraph, she comes to her thesis statement. Regulation is needed because drivers using phones are seriously impaired, and because laws on negligent and reckless driving are not sufficient to punish offenders. So this thesis has 2 points. I've asked you to do at least 3, but actually this paper has only 2. And she's going to first address this point about people using phones being seriously impaired. And then she's going to talk about how the existing laws are not enough to punish the offenders and we need something more. Okay, so now she is giving proof and background to support the idea that cell phones have caused traffic deaths. And here are how these citations work. Here's a source, Patty Pena reports that the driver, and here's a quotation, exact words from the writer. And here is the writer's last name, so that's all the citation I need right here. And if I use the exact words of the writer, then it's in quotation marks. Then here's a different way to do it. A week later, Corrections Officer Shannon Smith, who was guarding prisoners by the side of the road, was killed by a woman distracted by a phone call. And this is not a quotation. You don't see any quotation marks. This is a paraphrase. That means the exact words of this writer are different. And the student writer changed them and used her own words instead, but it's the same information. And the author that this information came from is Bestoff, and it's there in parentheses at the end of the sentence. So here are sources Pena and Bestoff that I can go down now and find in the works cited list. Here and here.